7 starts. The key to him is he keeps the ball on the ground. That's going to be important against this Cubbies team.
And a swing and a miss. Got him with a sinker. Happ is a strikeout victim to start Holmes' night.
You know, you love watching that grip as it comes out of his fingers. Gets that ball moving from left to right. Started right on that inside corner, and then got down and over the middle.
Suzuki hits a chopper out to short. Nice big hop to Lindor, and Holmes has himself a 1-2-3 opening inning. Mets come to bat on the bottom of the first with no score.
Tyone comes in with a record of 2-1, 3.86 ERA.
His last few starts have been outstanding.
Lindor's gone 5 straight games without leading off the first inning with a hit. So successful at that this year. And he flies one out to right field. Back goes Tucker to the warning track. Back near the fence. It's out of here. Francisco Lindor leads off the game with a home run for the 4th time this season. And the Mets have a 1-0 lead, 1 batter in. Battle between division leaders up against a pitcher who's given the Mets fits. 0-2 pitch, and Lindor gets the Mets off to a flying start.
Boy, it's a mistake you don't usually see from a veteran like Tyone, but a mistake on that 0-2 pitch, and Lindor was ready.
24th time in his career, Lindor has led off the first inning with a home run.
You know, they do a very good job of not chasing a lot of pitches. As I say that, Soto just chased the breaking ball down for strike 3. I'm just saying they don't usually chase much. Excellent pitch by Tyone to get the punch out of Soto. It just boomed right there with strike 3.
As Alvarez is retired, but the Mets strike first on the leadoff shot by Lindor.
So 2 out and nobody on. Now Pete Crow Armstrong.
Drafted by the Mets, traded to the Cubs in the deal that sent Javier Baez to New York.
And Pete Crow Armstrong will take his base.
Crow Armstrong has a dozen steals.
Another example of the tail of the tape against these two teams. They steal a lot of bases, the Cubs. Mets have been great with their catchers throwing out would-be base stealers.
And he's going. The pitch is strike. The throw by Alvarez right on the money, and he got him. Everybody's throwing out base runners for the Mets. Alvarez has thrown out his last 2.
2-4 on the caught stealing. Middle of the second, the Mets won. The Cubs nothing.
Beatty got the start on Wednesday in Arizona, went 0-4. He's back in there tonight. Nothing wrong with Mark Vientos, but Vientos has been struggling. And Beatty gets one in the air to left center field. Back in the gap goes Crow Armstrong at the wall. It's out of here. Brett Beatty with his 2nd home run of the season. Put in the lineup tonight, and Beatty makes the move pay off. 2nd straight inning, the Mets have led off with a home run, 2-0 New York.
But what the best part of this was that it was a high fastball from Tyone that he hits the other way. A high fastball that usually gives him trouble.
1 away. And the number 8 hitter, Jeff McNeil, will be next.
He drives this one to deep right field. Tucker looks up, and it's out of here. Mets playing long ball tonight. Their 3rd home run in the first 2 innings. 2nd home run of the year from McNeil, and it's 3-0 New York.
Just compact, small leg kick, gets that foot down and hits that ball out in front. That was a no-doubter line drive home run off the bat.
Well, the Mets 2 hits in a row hit him where they ain't, and that gets Nimmo to 3rd, Alvarez to 2nd, and Beatty on with a soft single to load him up for Luis Angel Acuna.
And Acuna hits one toward the middle of the diamond. Swanson with the step and toss, he throws it away. Nimmo has scored. Alvarez will score. 5-0 New York. And Dansby Swanson had himself a double play with a good throw, but he tossed it away and 2-run score.
Well, I don't understand this play by Swanson. He's so smart in the way he plays it. He had so much time. He could have gathered himself and threw a strike.
Well, Kyle Tucker, if he stays healthy, is going to make a lot of coin at the end of this year. Tied for 6th in the National League with those 9 home runs.
Holmes deals. Tucker swings, and it's a high fly ball deep right center field. Going back, Soto at the wall. He leaps. It's gone. Cubs get on the board. Kyle Tucker goes deep. His 10th home run of the year. And it's now 5-1 Mets.
Now, Tuck got underneath that 2-seamer, and he hits this ball a mile in the air right over the 380 marker in right center.
The first home run allowed by Clay Holmes this season. And now Soto coming off 2 home runs on Wednesday in Phoenix.
He's generally hit the ball hard all year. He's finally getting some results.
He smacks this one to deep right field, and that ball's going to sail out of here. Juan Soto with his 3rd home run in the last 2 games. And the Mets' 4th home run of the night. 8th home run of the year for Juan Soto. 6-1 New York.
Oh, it was inside, but he was supposed to go away. You know, the high fastball, which seems to be the Achilles heel for most hitters in the game, and they're trying to all try to combat that Achilles heel. No one hits the high fastball better better than Soto.
Fifth inning, 6-1 New York. Lower third of the order, Nico Horner leading off. Fly ball left center field. Over in the gap goes Taylor with Nimmo. Taylor will get there, and he makes the catch. A step onto the warning track. 1 out. It's slowly. Acuna comes in. Thought about second. Goes to first in time to get the out there on Lopez.
You know, Gary, for a young player, he makes a lot of good decisions. He knew it was a difficult play, a chancy play. Take the shore out.
And Happ breaks his bat as he rolls one down to Alonso. He fields the hop, and that retires the side. Halfway through at Citi Field, 6-1 New York. Kyle Tucker is accounted for the only Chicago run. He homered against Clay Holmes in the fourth. Check swing on the changeup. He went around for strike 3. One down in the 6th.
Well, that was the first real effective kick change by Holmes, and it totally fools the All-Star.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Clay Holmes fans Michael Busch to finish off the top of the 6th.
Clay Holmes, another terrific outing against the highest scoring team in the major leagues.
In his 8th start, he's been great. Got up to 93 pitches tonight, which is certainly good for him because we're getting into May and it's still new for him. He's never done the full gamut as a starter up here.
And it's too high, ball 4. So again, walk starting to bite Nunez. Jeremy Hefner will pay him a visit.
And these games against the Cubs are big. Cubs are hot, and here's Kyle Tucker coming up. Trying to find just a soft spot, little opening. You can introduce Nunez, have him dip his toe in the water. It's impossible.
And he struck him out with a slider. Big time pitch by Daniel Nunez for the 2nd out.
And this one doesn't really get him with the break. It got him with the change of pace.
He'll exit and Reed Garrett will come in to try and strand his runners. And he flies one out to deep left center field. Back in the gap goes Taylor on the move. He'll get there and he makes the catch. Taylor making it look easy. Still 6-1 Mets.
So Lindor picks up the stolen base, his 5th. So Lindor finds himself in scoring position. And again, those have been problematic for Soto this year. He's just 4 for 31 in those spots.
And Soto bangs one past the glove of Swanson into left center for a base hit that will score Lindor. 2nd RBI of the night for Juan Soto makes it 7-1 Mets.
Starting to hit with runners in scoring position. Starting to hit with runners in scoring position on a couple of outs.
Jose Butto will come on to pitch the 9th inning for New York.
Let's see if the Cubs can catch up.
That is drilled right field. Busch gives that one a ride on its way, and it's gone. Michael Busch will touch them all. Cubs get a run back at 7-2. For Bushy, the home run is 7th.
Nice to see him feeling it.
Here's Dansby Swanson, 0 for 2 and a walk tonight. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. To cap off a terrific game for the Mets in their first meeting with the Cubs this season. The Mets hit 4 home runs. Clay Holmes with 6 solid innings.